right, you guys. Let's do this. Midnight Oil. Is this Dead Heart? Okay. What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And today we're checking out Midnight Oil, The Dead Heart. The Dead Heart, which is The Dead Heart. Damn. It's kind of prolific, kind of powerful title. It's the heart. When the heart is beating, you get life. So I don't know, man. Midnight Oil, let's think about this. The takeaways from The Beds Are Burning. The dude's voice surprised me. Extremely surprising. It's extremely different and unique. And it was definitely a lot of political or socially driven, you could say, maybe. So without knowing much about Midnight Oil, I'm wondering, will this be, another socially driven issue type of song? And what do they do with the music, right? Because The Beds Are Burning is really good. Really good. So I'm excited to be here, man, and just check it out for all the Aussies out there. Oi, oi, oi. 40.
40-year-old boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right. Y'all know what it is. Let's get the logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, support the original stuff out there. I did start a new channel, Pegasus vs. the World, where I take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. If you want to check out that channel for my commentary, awesome. If not, the music will be right here, the music reactions and my music. For those who want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description for our membership, and it gives you access to all these reactions early. And I really do appreciate the members, gratefully. Is that how great? Yeah, great. I'm very appreciative. That's all I'm trying to say. It's really cool. It's like almost 1,000 people in the membership. I'm like, that's pretty wild. All right, Midnight Oil, The Dead Heart.
Don't speak your tongue. White man can't talk everyone. He don't serve your country, don't serve your king. White man, listen to the songs we sing. White man can't talk everything.
Wow. Holy he's going crazy on this one. Yeah. They're like the Rage Against the Machine without the rock. Well, not the rock, without the heaviness. You know how Rage Against in the name of But he's just doing some social commentary. Damn. I'm not gonna I try not to get political on this channel. Just because it doesn't serve me well. I don't think it serves people well. Creates a lot of division. But I do follow politics heavily. I have my own thinking on certain things. This sounds like this is about Aborigines at some capacity. I don't know the history of Australia like that. You know, I know when we're talking about, what's the word, colonialism, imperialism, people taking over land that wasn't theirs. I do the quotations because what I'm starting to realize as I get older, and take it how you will, is that human beings seem to have a nature. All of us, right? You know, all of us are going to have different, what is the word, proclivities? I don't know if that's the correct word, but we all have different strengths and weaknesses, right? You go to a certain country, some fools are big, some people are small, some people are dark, some people are light, but they adapt to the part of the world they're in. But there's certain things that all of us humans have done from the beginning, and from tribalism was one. Anyone who didn't look like you was considered a danger, right? It's just natural. So, you know, we're breaking these molds as we move forward, like people living together and different religions together. And it's sometimes hard for us to break free from these essential, our hard wiring, right? Our nature. Also with conquering, you know, we've seen it from the indigenous levels, right? Where if there's a tribe and their resources run out and they start looking for other resources and another tribe has those resources, they battle for that, right? So at the lowest level of like indigenous to these big civilizations, and we had Genghis Khan, like, I mean, we had so many different things, and eventually someone is going to win and figure it out, which this is what they're talking about. So depends on how you want to take it. To me, it's more of it's just a human thing. I don't really like, oh, the white man, the black man, the Asian man. I'm just like, seems like we do these type of things all over the board. And it seems like some of it's our hardwiring, and maybe our conscious nature can help change and make things better. But I understand what they're saying. I can't get into the history of Australia, what is right, what is wrong. They have a really nice country. They have a pretty good economy. You know, can they work together and make, you know, for some of the indigenous people, and can you find a balance to, you're never going to make everyone happy, but is there a balance of trying to do the right thing, the fair thing? I think that's what they bring up here, and I'm enjoying it. This song is super catchy, the whole so there's a lot here. I'm really enjoying it. This is Midnight Oil, The Dead Heart.
Your country don't serve your king. Know your custom, don't speak your tongue. White man came, took everyone. We don't need protection, don't need your hand. Keep your promise on where we stand. We'll listen, we'll understand. We carry in our hearts the true country, and that cannot be stolen. We follow in the steps of our ancestry, and that cannot be broken. We carry in our hearts the true country, and that cannot be stolen. We follow in the steps of our ancestry, and that cannot be broken.
Yo, this is really interesting because in this day and age, like I'm in America, this is more of like the progressive left, what the progressive left would say. And what I agree with this, which is interesting because the progressive left has changed as of recent because they're all bought out by corporations, pharmaceutical companies, whether you believe in these pharmaceuticals that they're pushing. they are bought out by these companies. But originally, the progressive left was like this, like, you know, kind of anti-establishment, right? In the sense of corporations and certain things. Like, I think they were more like pro-union in comparison to the right. But I think it's interesting now because they've been bought off by corporations. And it's really an interesting time to see the way things are switching. And I agree with them. I don't think the corporations should, you know, be. But anyways, I want to go back because he said something that was really, really deep too. He was like, what he said, don't serve your king, don't speak your tongue. The white man, da, da, da. What did he say? But y'all, you know that part? That was kind of wild. That was kind of wild. You know, the way I internalize these things, I don't take it personal. And I just look at it like a learning experience. Like, how can we learn from these things? Because sometimes I sit back and think about, where would the world be if certain conquering didn't happen? Will we be less off, or are we better off now? Like, in the current phase of the world, there is more abundance on this planet than there ever has been. And the first world nations, which are conquered nations, are the wealthiest. Now we know they go to third worlds, they drill, there's a lot of funkiness going on. But when you look at the rule of nature, it's almost like something has to be destroyed for something to grow and live. Like, it's just kind of, you know, like plants destroy the soil. They take all the minerals out the soil to grow. I mean, at every level, there's ecosystems. So I question all these things and think about them in depth. I'm not saying I have the answer. I'm not saying I have the stance. And I'm just playing God's advocate here when I talk about some of these things. I like this song. It's really good. Do I agree with the messaging full-heartedly? I don't know. I need to know more about history in general, because it's just unique. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying what was done is right. You know, murdering innocent people is never good. Taking things from people is never good. But in the overall scheme of things, the way the world is working currently, it benefits a lot of us, right? And there is potential that to be appreciative of that, you have to kind of look back and be like, well, that was effed up, but I benefit from it, and be grateful, and then try to change things, right? Or you could just be like, you know, burn it down, tear it all down. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what reality we would live in if different things happen, right? I don't know. But anyways, this is one of those songs, gets you talking and thinking. It's a 5-minute song. I'm 13 minutes in, just thinking. Like, they made me think. They made me have to have this conversation with you guys, and also, you know, address the holes in maybe my thinking, and be like, he has a point. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I like it, man. This is mad catchy. Dead heart. So the dead heart still lives. It seems like this is about the Aboriginal people from Australia. I don't know if maybe the government took land or gave some land back, but I think this was the whole discussion being had in this music video, and it really gets me thinking, man. I have a lot of thoughts too, and this is coming from someone who, it's interesting because I'm American. I am American. That's how I identify, but I've always grown up, I'm black, right? I'm black, even in my name, Black Pegasus. But I am mixed. I definitely have indigenous, native roots, Mexican roots. But it's interesting too. I never done a 23andMe, but my mom always said that I had some Irish and French in my blood as well. So I just think it's interesting. I try to sit back and look at all these things because, you walk this fine line when you have certain type of thoughts that they're like, oh, you're tap dancing or you're bootlicking. And I'm just trying to see things for what they are and just make the best of what is going on. That's kind of how I see life in general. I think at the stage we're at now in the world, we have completed such an interesting job at wealth creation, abundance of food. Like there's a bunch of things. And I think, trying to make things better than they were is always the way we should always go, right? But doing that in the proper way, because I think there's a lot of holes in a lot of things. But I'm not going to get on here and make this a political soapbox or my ideology soapbox. If I want to do stuff like that, I'll do that on my other channel. This is more for the music. So let's strip down the music. The dude's voice is incredible, really, because it's so unique. Like, I haven't really heard him hit these crazy powerful notes, but he's on it. He's on it, and the band plays amazing together, and they know how to make catchy music. And to make something so socially conscious this catchy is really a good job. So that's where I'm going to sit with this on the music. I like Midnight Oil. I like them. This could be on the playlist for sure. This is The Dead Heart. And if I miss some stuff, you guys let me know. More so about what the song's about. We don't have to get into our political ideologies here. It's pretty divisive and separates us, and we have a lot more in common than we would think. So, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll catch you on the next one. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.